Welcome to a new episode of Cozy Tech Talk Podcast. Today we're going to discuss this week Apple's news, so sit back, grab your coffee and enjoy. Let's start discussing about Apple iOS 18.4 Beta 2. Apple has rolled out iOS 18.4 Beta 2 for developers, arriving just over a week after the initial beta. This latest version continues refining the iPhone experience ahead of its public launch in April. Here is a comprehensive look at what's new in iOS 18.4 Beta 2.
Music licensing.
iOS 18.4 Beta 2 Overview. The second beta of iOS 18.4 is currently limited to developer testers, with a public beta expected later this week. Identified by build number 22E5216H, this update brings several enhancements and new features to iPhones. One of the key updates from the first beta was the introduction of priority notifications, an Apple Intelligence feature that leverages AI to highlight important alerts. With Beta 2, users now have the ability to customize which apps can utilize priority notifications. This can be managed through the Settings app, where users can select eligible apps from the full list of installed applications. Visual Intelligence and Siri enhancements. A much-anticipated addition in iOS 18.4 Beta 2 is visual intelligence support for iPhone 15 Pro. Users can access this feature via the Action button or Control Center. Additionally, Apple has refined Control Center by adding dedicated toggles for Apple Intelligence and Siri, making it easier to activate these features. The new toggles include Talk to Siri, Type to Siri, Visual Intelligence. The Type to Siri feature was initially introduced in iOS 18.1 last year but now integrates more seamlessly with the updated interface. Apple Vision Pro app and Spatial Gallery. iOS 18.4 also debuts a new Apple Vision Pro app, providing users with a central hub for discovering immersive content, accessing device tips, and exploring spatial experiences. Simultaneously, visionOS 2.4 Beta 2 introduces the Spatial Gallery app, which consolidates spatial photos, videos, and panoramas in one location. New emojis and other additions. Apple has expanded its emoji library with 7 new additions in iOS 18.4. Face with bags under eyes. Fingerprint. Leafless tree. Root vegetable. Harp. Shovel. Splatter. Although the rise of Genmoji has changed how people use emojis, these new additions add more variety for users. Wallet and Apple Maps updates. The Wallet app now features a 3-dot menu in the upper right corner, providing access to orders, settings, and a new subscriptions and payments section. This screen displays Apple Pay authorized subscriptions and recurring payments, though availability is still limited. For Apple Maps, a significant update is in the works for Ford EV drivers. Hidden code in iOS 18.4 Beta 2 suggests that Apple Maps EV routing will soon recognize that certain Ford vehicles can charge at Tesla NACS stations, in addition to CCS stations. Siri shortcuts and future improvements. While iOS 18.4 does not introduce major Siri changes, it continues laying the foundation for future enhancements, such as in-app actions and personal context awareness. The latest beta also brings numerous new shortcuts actions for Apple's native apps, including Books, News, Safari, and Maps. With these updates, iOS 18.4 Beta 2 is shaping up to deliver meaningful refinements ahead of its official release in April. Stay tuned for further developments as Apple continues to fine-tune the experience for iPhone users. Apple is making waves again, not just with the release of iOS 18.4 Beta 2 but also with an exciting new product launch on the horizon. New Apple product teased for this week. In a fresh post on social media, Tim Cook shared a cryptic message, hinting at what's coming next. The teaser video, posted on X, reads, "Something new is on the horizon." While Apple remains tight-lipped on specifics, speculation is already pointing to the debut of a new iPad Pro lineup. The updated iPad Pro is rumored to feature the M4 chip, a next-generation OLED display, and a redesigned Magic Keyboard accessory. The M4 chip is expected to bring a significant performance boost, enhanced energy efficiency, and improved AI capabilities. Apple could also introduce more RAM configurations, expanding beyond the current limits. Beyond the iPad Pro, Apple may also unveil a refreshed iPad Air with an M3 chip, supporting external displays and bringing minor design tweaks. Some reports suggest that both the iPad Pro and iPad Air could be announced together, given dwindling inventory of the current models. With an official launch expected this week, it won't be long before Apple unveils its latest innovation. That's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning in to Cozy Tech Talk Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe and share it with fellow tech enthusiasts. Until next time, stay cozy and stay techy.